Alright, here we go. This is a basic junker guide for crewing. First off, we have the top engine. The top engine is in charge of repairing this top deck with the engines and the balloon. And the person actually in charge of repairing the balloon most of the time is the pilot. Just get off, repair it. And the pilot always brings a wrench, so they can help rebuild the balloon when it goes down. And when the engine's shooting, and there's nothing else for the pilot to do, always have the balloon. Now the only thing the top engine has to worry about is chem spraying the balloon, and you'll be doing this a lot during your reloads. You're reloading. Chem spray the balloon. Back in your gun before it finishes reloading. You do that often if there's there's fire guns shooting at your balloon. You can't afford to have that balloon catch on fire. Now, stamina use. So there's 2 points that you'll use your stamina for this main deck. The first, the one that you use it basically all the time for, is going up to this top deck. It can be a bit tricky to stamina and jump on this ladder, but basically, whenever you're going up these ladders, you want to jump. You don't want to fall off, so just be careful. Don't overuse your stamina. Now, don't use your stamina to go down to your guns when you're at the top position. Just jump straight down. Look at that. If there's a quick ship on your right side, you can quickly run over to the right side. We usually won't do that too much. The only other time you might use your stamina is to run to the hole. Now, with an experienced pilot, an experienced crew, the top engine never touches the hole. They never touch the hole. Oftentimes the top engine is a wrench buff position. You can have a wrench buff on this position. But yeah, you don't want... Ideally, the top engine never touches the hole, but with a less experienced crew, you might as well have them help rebuild it. Now up front right here, we have the main engine. And this guy is in charge of the hole. They can bring a chem spray or extinguisher. And they'll be shooting this front gun. Now there's two ways to repair the hole. One, you can jump up, which is if you only need to tap once, then you do that. If you need to tap it multiple times, what you need to do if you're rebuilding it, you just stand by the side, aim your little aiming dot right at the hole, right there. It's really easy. It's not hard. You just aim your little dot right at the hole. An easy way to do it is just walk straight into this post, look right up at it. You gotta be able to you gotta master that. It's really not difficult. But yeah, that's real important right up the front. So basically, ideally, you can get away with an extinguisher, but ideally you want to, every time you reload, get off the gun, chem spray the hole, back on your gun, and chem spray the gun before you shoot it. Yeah. And then at every reload, either tap the hole, or chem spray the hole. And stamina. Basically, stamina for the front. The front never really leaves this front position, but they go down to extinguish the bottom deck. You can use stamina to run down here, capture everything in the bottom. And we'll talk about the gunner for a second. The gunner, or a spanner mount buff engine. I'll explain more about buff engines on a junker in a later video. But first off, the gunner is pretty self-explanatory. Down here, you shoot the guns, and you repair the engine. And whenever the gun's reloading, tap the engine to make sure that engine's always at full health. And this is the simplest position on junker. It's a real safe place if you want to put a less experienced crew member. Just put him down here. The gunner will help rebuild the hole. So they need to be able to know how to repair the hole from below too. Rebuild the hole. Yeah, if they don't have any arcs on anything and the hull goes down, which is very common, oftentimes the bottom gunner won't have arcs because the pilot will be trying to duck downwards, which I'll explain a bit in a basic pilot tutorial junker. Yeah, the gunner will often help rebuild the hull. It's very common. Now, there is a time when you might want the whole engine upstairs if you have a right side, for example, that you can't get a trifecta on. But I guess I'll explain that in the third video. It's more of an advanced video, but there's a lot of good information. So I guess that wraps it up for here. We got down the stamina uses, about all the tricks of the junker, and so I guess the next step is the basic piloting tutorial.